Hello and welcome to today's Alchemy Tarot reading. I'm so glad that you're here. And I wanted to do a four-card reading today. And one of the reasons that this was so pressing is I wondered what it would be like to help guide your thoughts towards what is called the doors of wisdom. So, thinking that there are four doors of wisdom that include initiation, a door of fortune, the door of resistance, and the door of destination. I've pulled four cards, and unbelievably, really, to tell the truth, the card that we worked with yesterday, the dissolution card, came up twice in a row. And at first, I discounted it because I thought, oh, I don't want to repeat the card from yesterday. But it is so persistent that I decided to just go with what was presenting itself through the deck. So the first card is the door of initiation, and if you go back and review yesterday's reading, you'll see that this is about dissolving the sense of self into oneness, or being in a state of relative peace and calm. And I love this as the initiation card. I think that is such a perfect place to launch the next door, which is the door of fortune. And when I pulled the card for the door of fortune, this came forward, which is called the sun's splendor. And this is really a card about revealing all of the action and the fulfillment that the sun brings. It is really about altruism in our ever complex world. Really, it is true that the sun, reading from the guidebook, the sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When splendor arrives in the laboratory, you can realize that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, you can become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. If you're not sure where to start, just reach out and thank someone, then thank another person. Soon you will find that you're not alone, and miracles will arrive in small and large ways. So again, that was the second door, or the door of fortune. So this door is where kind of excitement, or the seed is cast onto the soil. So the next door, the third door, is the door of resistance. Because often when we are pursuing our dreams, we think of reasons why something won't work. And it's so common to do that. And our ego is challenged, and we kind of are facing also a challenge in our willingness to continue. And sometimes this is where people will hesitate. So I'm going to read again from the guidebook. So this is a conscious and benevolent card. It springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. Remembering that it is not about compromise, but activation and creating something new. So try to stay strong in your vision and your hope, knowing that you don't have to compromise. You're actually raising the level of your awareness and your engagement with your life to a higher level, a more optimal level, where there's efficiency and abundance and fulfillment. And that brings us to your fourth card for today. And this card is coagulation. And this card is so funny because there's this idea that all of the things that were just dreams or hopes or fantasies or aspirations, that were there in your mind or maybe in your heart, these begin to materialize and take shape. So there is a shadow side of this, which is that sometimes things come together without much awareness, and it's hard to appreciate them. And this is one of the reasons I'm doing these daily readings, to help all of you remember to be conscious and attentive to the details of what you are each creating day by day by day in your lives, so that when this coagulation happens or the material aspect of manifestation occurs, you know exactly how hard you worked to make that happen. And it is a passage, isn't it? It's a passage from one belief system, one way of life to another. And it can take a lot of time. It can feel lonely on the journey. And again, this is why I'm doing these readings, just little short snippets to give you guys just a little bit of hope and a new thought or a new perspective, so that you can keep going to fulfill the wisdom that you have in your life today and throughout your time here. Okay, so I hope you enjoy these readings. Please feel free to like the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.